Hello and welcome. Welcome to Tyne-Wear Derby Day on WSL2 Live, powered by StreamYard. I'm Ryan Tiller. I'm really excited to be your person behind everything today, and it is the Tyne-Wear Derby. Although the Premier League had theirs last week, and it was Sunderland men who walked away with 3 points back to the Stadium Lights. The location for our watchalong today and this week can Newcastle, or in this WSL2, can they continue that unbeaten streak against the Sunderland rivals, or will it be revenge for the Mackhams? Before we do get on the way, don't forget to like and of course subscribe and turn on those all important notifications. Let's get on straight with the team news. This is the lineups for today. Started off with the host, which is Sunderland. Let's take a look at the team news here. There you go. That's right here. So we got Lambourne in goal, Watson, Dale, Kitchen, Brown, Benton, Shever, Hamilton, Griffiths, Westrup's the captain, and Paxton. And look at the bench. We've got Blench, Biwike, McInnes, Scar, Blades, Jones, Finn, and Dunbar, the substitution bench for, well, Sunderland. If we take a look at the starting 11 here for Newcastle United, this is how things look for the visitors. Tamminen, Wardlaw, Nobbs, Purfield, Kelly, Hales, Pike, Gregory, Cooper, Mannion's the captain, and Murphy is on the starting 11. And the substitutions, can't see it clearly, I'll read it out. We got Lumsden, Joe, McCready, Sevenus, Torpy, Greg, Gortrat, Stokes, and Moan. That's the starting 11 for both sides this afternoon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get on with this one. So it is a derby day today. Last week, the Premier League saw their own version of the Tyne-Wear Derby, the game which saw Sunderland win by 2-1, a late winner. I think it was on the 89th, 90th minute. That's what happened last time out from the Tyne-Wear Derby. That's what's happened last time, and that's what's happened last week altogether. Sunderland in this very league are looking for revenge after their 3-1 defeat at St James's Park in the first fixture last calendar year. That was in 2025 November. That was when they were defeated by 3-1. So in that instances, Newcastle United are heavy favourites to win this one in order to keep their hopes of promotion alive, their own hopes of promotion alive. That's the thing here today. They want to come away with 3 points and close the gap at the top of the table. And let's actually take it through to the formations, in fact, now, because both sides are like this. There you go. It's a 4-2-3-1 formation for Melanie Rie, and it's a 4-2-3-1 formation as well, also from Tanya Oxtoby. It is an absolute huge game today, as I just said. It is a huge one. Sunderland want to get revenge. They haven't won in this fixture yet. And let's just take a look at... In fact, let's just go through the match stats here, because it's 0. But this is not the only game being played today at 2 o'clock actually. No, it's not, because we've got Bristol City, Birmingham City, a South London derby between Crystal Palace and Charlton Athletic, and of course Nottingham Forest welcomes Durham to the City Ground. And if you have a look at the table here, you can tell how close this is going to get. This is close. 41 points for Charlton. Birmingham City are 6 points behind, though they do have a better goal difference. So goal difference is going to play a massive part in this one. Newcastle United, that's today's opponents. They are in 4th place, just a point behind, and a point goal difference behind. A win today and a crisp patch off would see them go into the promotion playoff, where they'll face the 12th place WSL side come towards the end of the season. And as for Sunderland, well, they're 7th in the table. If they do lose this one, where does it go for next season? Because I think, for me, I think hopes of promotion via the playoffs or automatic promotion, I think they're all but over. But the current form, we look at it, they had 4 out of 6 winless games, 2 draws, 2 defeats. And that says it all. Look at the form they are on at the moment. 16th of November last year, it was a 3-1 defeat for Sunderland at St James's Park. And of course, last time that Newcastle came to the Stadium Light was on the 13th of October. It was a 2-1 win for the Geordies. So that poses the question here. Are we going to see a black and white similarity today as they had for the last 3 games? Or will the Macklin finally get revenge from all 3 defeats? As you can tell by goals in the Tyne-Wear Derby, they're never in short supply. In fact, 8 goals between the 2 sides, but it all ends up with Newcastle winning. So would it be revenge for the Mackins today? That's the only thing here that we are talking about. That's the thing. Are they going to get revenge? Probably. But they got to turn up the stars they had today. We are going to be bringing you all the live coverages wherever you can around this country. And of course, therefore, all around the world. And as per usual, we will have the scoreboard, which will be coming up on your screen right about now. There it is. That's the scoreboard. We'll be bringing you up-to-date live information and the timings as well, so you can sink in. These live watch-alongs are designated to bring you guys the best of the action. But it's not the only game in the WSL2. As I said, those are for 4 2 o'clock games. We've also had a couple of games yesterday. In fact, we had a couple of games yesterday. We had 2 games that were played yesterday. Of course, Ipswich Town hopes of survival. Well, that did not work out well. They were defeated 2-1 at home yesterday to Southampton, a controversial one, but Brown was the one who won it. Sheffield United, though, they won 2-1 yesterday at home thanks to Curran's own goal, sealed the deal of the Velt's first half goal. Hornby got them back in the 85th minute, but Collins' red card, well, second yellow in fact, down to 10, proven to be the decisive moment. So that's where the table stands as we go into today. So we're not just the early 2 p.m. kickoff. We're going to keep an eye on the South London Derby, Crystal Palace, Charlton Athletic, Bristol City versus Birmingham City, and Durham travelling to City Ground to face Nottingham Forest. It's a whole lot of fun as well this afternoon. The teams are out on the pitch as we get ready for kickoff, which is just coming up in a few minutes' time. So just to tell you once more about the team news for both sides today. We just need a little bit of a reminder of the team news. Well, I do not even blame you at all, because it might be thinking, what the hell's going on here today? Well, both sides are lined up in the 4-2-3-1 formation. That's the thing I can tell you. That's the thing I can tell you, really. The lineup in the 4-2-3-1 formation going into this afternoon's huge games. Yeah, it has just turned full time at Kingsmeadow. Chelsea 4, Aston Villa 3. That was their final home game of the season at Kingsmeadow. It's just turned full time there. But our game this afternoon is here at the Tyne-Wear Derby. Let's just one more time tell you the team news. They're both lined up in 4-2-3-1 formation. Here it is. There you go. So just a reminder, it's 4-2-3-1 formation. Goalkeeper is Lambourne, Sunderland. Keeper Lambourne, Brown, Paxton, Westrup, Hamilton, Shiva, Fenton, Watson, Kitchen, Griffiths, and Dale. Alfie Mannion is the captain today for Newcastle line at 4-2-3-1 formation. Tamian, Wardlaw, Cooper, Perfield, Kelly, Pike, Nobbs, Hales, Gregory, and Murphy. If we can scroll down, Westrup is the captain today. And if we go further down, there's the subs for both sides. BWK, Blades, Blench, Dunbar, Finn, Jones, McKinney, Scar, for Sunderland. For Newcastle, Gortrap, Greg, Joel, Lumsden, McCready, Moan, Sevenus, Stokes, and Torpy. That's the lineups for both sides. I hope all of you are going to keep well today. And the referee today is just seen on the screen. It's Abigail Byrne. Today's the referee for this match. We are very much good to go. Oh, sorry. I need to swap this over. There we go. There we go. There is the timer here. Now all we need is a scoreboard. Down here. Boom. And the reason I need my phone, everybody, is because we got a poll running right now. Who do you think is going to win the Tyne-Wear Derby? Is it going to be black and white, or is it going to be red and white? You choose your winner by voting in the polls on both sides of the channel. And you can choose who you want to win in the Tyne-Wear Derby. Sunderland to get us underway for the fourth edition of the Tyne-Wear Derby at the Stadium of Light today as well. Can Sunderland finally get revenge over their rivals? Well, we're about to find out. Abigail Byrne, final checks from her. Yeah, just a few seconds time off from the start of the Tyne-Wear Derby. And we're off. We're off, people. Let's do this. Sunderland and Cricket on the counter. And Newcastle want to try and close the gap virtually at the top of the table. Admits Crystal Palace 1 point and 1 goal difference better. The first offside of the game here for Sunderland. Newcastle will take this offside free kick. So you have your say, people, in the polls, in the live chat for watching on your computers. No votes at the moment on the Normality channel. Please don't forget to vote, everybody. We'd love to have what you think. We'd love to have your opinion. So not much pressure applied early on at the moment, but there will be soon. But don't forget, if you're watching on Normality channel, you can click on the link and you can get to the WhatsApp group where we, virtually post most of the time. Why not click the link on the Normality channel? Get over to the live WhatsApp group. We're there with you. So we have votes on the women's football channel. 67% of you want red and white to be Tyne-Wear want to be red and white, and 33% of you wants Tyne-Wear to be black and white in honour of Newcastle. Well, maybe they're on the counter-attack here. Newcastle's on the counter. We're using a good amount of space here. I think what Tanya Oxtoby wants from the side is to perform well, is to perform really, really good. But as you can tell by recent form, it's a big win for promotion. It was a big win for promotion last weekend on game week 18. It was a massive win. And it is a throw in. Murphy there. The throw was the alpha throw into Newcastle. Lovely ball. It's going to be sent in the box here. You're around free spaces. Fines. There. Oh, it's a lovely ball back. And to Hales. Lovely ball goes in the box. The keeper had to get, and the defence had to get the ball away from danger here. Lambourne did well at the moment. Here comes Newcastle again, and it's going to be deflected. It's going to be the first corner of the game for the Geordies. Mannion there. Mannion's in the box. So the weather's a little bit gusty today at the Tyne side. The corner is going to be sent in here. Oh, that was not a bad effort from Newcastle. That wasn't a bad effort at all. It was a very good corner in. And it was a really good header, but just goes wide. And it was really, really, that was a very good chance for Perfield there, but it goes out for a goal kick to Sunderland. Mackems has a throw now. Don't forget, we are with you lot all the way through this Derby Day. And I don't mean Derby Day, it's proper Derby Day. Not like what we've had yesterday. Although, if you do count the Merseyside Derby in the WSL yesterday, my word, Everton was so close from making an equaliser right towards the end, but they just failed. They just failed to do so. And when the final whistle blew, Liverpool got the revenge over Everton. So it is possible that Sunderland can get revenge over Newcastle, but they've got to turn up the heat now. They've got to pile pressure on the defence. Good handful of people in today at the Stadium of Light. Newcastle now on the counter. It's a lovely ball in. It's a ball that goes in the box. Just could not find Jordan Nobbs there. It's a lovely ball. It's a good ball. Kept in. And Sunderland clears the danger away. So what? They're really putting the pressure on now here in Newcastle early on. That's because they got more on the attacking threat. So they're switching on now. Sunderland have got to switch on the defence as well. They're doing really, really well at the moment, though. But they've got to switch on. And now they've got to switch on the counter-attack because Newcastle at the moment are threatening just 7 minutes in. We're going to close the poll very shortly, everybody. So if you have not had the time to vote yet, now is the time because we're about to close the poll in a few moments' time. time. So if you have not voted yet, please do have your votes in, because I'm going to close them in just a moment's time. Don't forget, next season, people, will be bringing you more WSL2 action, more WSL action, and even more Champions League than ever before. To the annoyance of Mark Goldbridge and the gang, and for those who despise WSL football and all of that, well, say good luck avoiding the World Cup. So for all people who voted on the Women's Football channel, thank you all so much for your support. Most of you want it's a really good chance here for Sunderland. The keeper managed to hold on well. It's a really good stop there by Taminen. The threat to the attack. I was going to say about that one too. Red and right for Tyne-Wear on the Women's Football channel. What about the Normality channel, people? What did you vote for? Who do you want to win here? Hang on a minute. And it's not defended clearly enough yet, but Newcastle clears the danger away. They want a free kick in Newcastle. They don't get it, but they're on the counter anyway. It's a really good one from Jordan Nobbs. Just ran out of space, and the pass was incomplete. Goes from distance and safely kept by Lambourne. Just about to close the poll on the Normandy channel, people. So if you haven't yet, I suggest you please vote, because I'm about to close the poll in just a few seconds' time. No one voted. One voted on the Normality channel. Great. But those on the Women's Football channel, we love your input on how you want to see the game pan out. Like in the second legs of the UEFA Women's Champions League, we're back in midweek to do the second legs anyway. So, and if you are brand new, please don't forget to like and of course subscribe to the channel, because I do things. I do all this just for you lot. I don't do this for nothing. Newcastle on the counter attack now. Lovely balls. It's in now. They couldn't find the tapping chance, and Sunderland clears the danger away. Throw in to the Magpies. No, it's a throw into the Mackhams. Believe that's just was off a Newcastle United defender. Yeah, happy Sunday to you all. Hope all of you are well. Today, it's the 29th of March. Yeah, we've just had an hour less of sleep overnight, but still feel energetic today. Lovely ball, but for the Mackhams, for Magpies, but Sunderland gets it cleared, not far enough though. And the Mackhams clears the ball to safety. Last touch of Newcastle United, but the Magpies managed to keep it in. It is a lovely ball. The ball's going to be sent in the box here, and it's dragged wide, well wide, goal kick. That was a bad attempt by Wardlaw there to try and find a good pass there in the box. As I said before, and I'm going to keep it promise, I'm going to keep you guys updated with the latest what's happening with the WSL2 score lines. and all of them are 0-0s at the moment. So we'll keep an eye on what's happening on those games. Games have just finished in the top flight. West Ham 1, London City Lionesses 1. London City were leading by 0-0 from Jenna Fernandez, but then Siren's first goal on the volley. What a strike it was. And what a volley. I know it was bad goalkeeping, but can't take the effort of that strike, could you? And that game finished a draw, 1-1. They'll get all the highlights from the weekend's games tonight, 9 p.m. on the iPlayer. And I think I think we're on a bit early in the plan tonight because of the women's football weekend, plus men's football is off for this bit until next week at least. Which brings me to the next point as well. Tonight is on at midnight on BBC One and iPlayer right across the UK after the proposal of the film itself. And now I'm not talking about it. You're going to find out what businesswoman does because she forces her on PA to marry her. You're going to find out exactly what it is. After the news tonight, 10:30, BBC One, and then women's football show to come at midnight for that. They're finding space well. Actually finding space well here in Newcastle on the Road. They're on the counter. And they're on the counter attack now here. And interception there. Started on the counter. No one wants to repeat history when the last time these two sides met. No one does. Ever. Good enough defence in terms for Newcastle there. But Tamian is there. Easy catch from the keeper. We have our first goal this afternoon in the WSL2, and it comes in the form of Nottingham Forest. They were on possession, they were on attack, they were in certain control, and they've got the lead, and they've got their reward. They take the lead by 0-0, and it is O'Mara with the goal on 14 minutes. So first goal of the afternoon in the WSL2. It is a 0-0 for Forest. You can watch that game across the UK and around the world on the WSL2 YouTube channel, and stay here for coverage of every single goal. Incredibly, we made it to Sunday. Oh yes, I should mention, people, next week it's the Women's FA Cup QF, so we'll be with you lot for games on Sunday and all across the place as well. It is quite a lot to take in when it comes to the quarterfinals, and there will be live watch-along coverage of two of the ties as well, considering the fact that things can turn from bad to worse for one team. For Southampton, they've got Women's FA, I think. Hold on a minute. Southampton at home to Sheffield United next Friday. The Good Friday. The start of the bank holiday weekend. Love it. Here comes the Swinner in. It's away for now. Danger cleared. So we're with you lot for quarter-final action from the Women's FA Cup, plus live coverage of the WSL2 next week for the start of our double whammy of games. Oh, here comes the goal! It's the first goal of the derby! Golasso! And it's Sunderland! Goal! It's a lovely in-swinner in as well. It's a lovely ball in. And it's a brilliant finish. And it is Watson. And we have our first goal in the derby. Watson with the goal. the first goal for Katie Watson today, and we have a lift off in the Tyne-Wear Derby. Thought it couldn't go in, but Katie Watson was played onside, of course. It's 1-0, and Sunderland, you've got to be honest here, have got the lead. But do not be fooled with their form. I should also mention about their form, really. All right, sure. Oh, yes. I've forgotten to tell you about the form. After last time, they were 1-0 up. They were 1-0 up here. Oh, no, there wasn't 1-0 up. I could tell you the last time we had Newcastle coming back and winning from 1-0 was 2-1. In fact, it was them who led Lumsden's twice goal. That was what happened last time when the scoreline was 2-1. Could we possibly see repeat today? Sunderland has never led this derby in 4 attempts, but they do for the first time. They lead the derby by a goal to nil. Katie Watson with the goal. And it's the first time in 4 attempts that Sunderland lead Newcastle in the Tyne-Wear. Katie Watson with the first goal of the derby. Can Newcastle get one back? Use some sense. Katie Watson there, who's just joining us. His first goal of the derby. It's be Katie Watson with a goal. So don't forget, next Sunday, people, will be here with a double whammy of games to kick off, and it is going to be Charlton versus Liverpool that we're going to be covering later on from 2:15. But before that, next Sunday, we'll be live for Durham versus Bristol City in the WSL2. I mean, literally, there's no WSL action to enjoy. Oh, I've forgotten about them. They've forgotten to tell you guys it is a split now in the SWPL. So we're going to be covering the championship round on Sunday. Glasgow City. Hold on a minute. Surely not. I'm gonna find out if BBC Alaba is doing coverage of that. Oh no, they're not. Ah. And it is a goal kick to Sunderland here. But they are doing Easter Bank Holiday Monday. It's the oh great. Oh, you could not make this up, people. Soon as rivalry is over, next Monday, Easter Bank Holiday Monday, it's the old firm from it's the old firm itself from Douglas Park, the new Douglas Park. Damn it! That live option will be live on Easter Bank Holiday Monday. I just give up on that one. Live from 5 o'clock, people. Make sure you're there for SWPL Live. Love it. I mean, where do you all begin from here? Where do we all start? Well, the split officially began a couple of weeks ago. I think it was just before the first international break for 2026. But either way, it's one hell of a split we can enjoy together. Sunderland defended well, keeping out the attack. It's going to be a corner kick here to the Magpies. Ink winner. Defender cleared away, not far enough here from Sunderland. And it's going to be another corner kick to Newcastle. I thought defended well here. That was a very good chance here from Kelly. It's taken a little nip through the crowd. It's going to be a corner kick here. Oh, it's headed cleared. That was almost an equaliser in the Tyne-Wear Derby. Going to try and find space here. The ball is going to be sent in here. Oh, it's a very good stop by the keeper. Lamborn had to get there. And it's another corner kick here to Sunderland. Another corner kick here to Newcastle. I mean, sorry about that, peeps. Right. It's going to be a corner kick. Gregory is to take this one in spinner, and it is high and wide is a goal kick. And that was definitely not good from Hales. Oh, Forest are 2-0 up now. Shit. Well, there you go, peeps. It's 2-0 Forest. And it's Boyle Orca with the goal. And as you know, the WSL2 table can change real quickly here. It is a free kick to the Mackhams. So we're still goalless between Bristol City, Birmingham City, and of course, them lot in the South London Derby between Crystal Palace and Charlton. Charlton were defeated last weekend. And brings to the end the unbeaten run 2-1 Bristol City. To win against Charlton. But despite all of that, they're looking really, really good. And with a few games to go left of the season as well, we've got a few more match days to go. But we're breaking up after this weekend for the internationals, apart from the FA Cup, which we'll be covering. And in fact, we're making it the final lot of league action before the proper international break next Sunday. We'll be with you lot on Easter Sunday, the day that we celebrate the Lord the Saviour's resurrection. We'll be there to bring you live coverage of the WSL2 sidelines of the Easter Bank Holiday Monday extravaganza, which we won't be able to cover because obviously we're the local team and all of that. But there you go. It's looking very tight. Charlton have lost twice this season. Still looking good for promotion. It is a free kick to the Mackhams. So just to confirm, next week we're doing the game. We're doing the Durham game next weekend. Next weekend, Durham v Bristol City. And then we've got an absolute sizzling of a game in the FA Cup. Charlton Athletic welcoming WSL side Liverpool to the Valley. Live coverage begin at 2:15 for that live watch. So make sure you are there for all of that. And then we take a break for the internationals. 22nd of April is the rearranged fixture between Ipswich Town and Sheffield United. That we'll be able to cover that game for you, 22nd of April is the next time we'll have WSL2 action. And then we have another pack weekend coming up next week. What day will be the 26th of April when we'll return. Quite a lot of fun to enjoy on the 26th of April. But let's not forget about the Champions League. The knockouts will begin officially soon. And don't forget, we got European qualifiers all around us. We got the home nations. Wales at home to Albania. Northern Ireland welcomes Malta. We are welcoming Spain. Scotland welcomes Belgium. That's on the 14th, people. So make sure you're there, peeps, for that. Keep us back on. And then we are going to be back with you lot with a full list of scheduling as we see the return of the Women's Football Sunday. That's coming up for you on the 26th of April. We'll be here with you lot through to the end of the season. And just to confirm, we are going to be doing the closing weekend action from all of the WSL2 games and then the closing day of the WSL season. We'll be there for that one. We're there for that one, peeps. Make sure you are there for that in May time. We're live on the 2nd of May for that one. And then 2 weeks later, the WSL's final day of the season on the 16th. I will be live for that one from 12 noon as we have our special coverage as we look back at the season and who was the best of the bunch and who is the sorry team. Well, I think the sorry team at the moment is West Ham. Although they did get the win over the line. Although they did draw with Manchester United earlier today, they still find themselves in real danger of going down, including Liverpool. Things are not looking up for both of the teams, but I think coming the end of the season, whoever goes in 12th will have to fight for their WSL status. So we have the promotion relegation playoff and to confirm. Just to confirm, we'll have the promotion relegation playoff. We'll have live coverage of that one. On the Women's Super League promotion playoff will be held at the home of the second tier side on the 23rd of May. And so luckily we'll be on air well before the men's FA Cup final with live coverage. And it is the one only game. So jeopardy comes into play here. But when it comes to the regular league season, where does it all go? What positions changes and all of that? And who could be the favourites to go for it? Who could be the favourites for the promotion relegation playoff? Well, least favourites, of course, to stay up. By looking at the table, everybody, in fact, I'm actually looking at the table now, actually. West Ham and Leicester City and Liverpool, in fact. Liverpool pulled themselves further out of the promotion relegation playoff places after a very nervy 3-2 win over their Everton rivals at the Merseyside Derby yesterday at Goodison. First time in some time, really, that Liverpool got the win over their Merseyside rivals. But West Ham, Leicester City, they're just 4 points separate, and the goal difference, well, they're both on 12. That really is going to shake things up when it comes to the promotion relegation playoffs. And don't forget next season, everybody, just to actually, it's the first to tell you all that we are going to be covering even more games than ever before. I told you about this a couple of weeks ago, in fact, months beforehand. But now I can finally tell you all that we are going to be live on a Sunday in our brand new show called Extra Time, the WSL Extra Time show, where we give the WSL some extra time with a look back at the games and what results means for each of the team in the upcoming games ahead, and to look ahead to the fixtures. It all starts in September, everybody. The first Sunday of September. Live coverage will begin at 100 hours GMT, with 2 hours to look back at the weekend in the WSL and the WSL2 and what's to come in the next season ahead. So I cut the next few games ahead. So I look forward to having that one. I've just seen on Score, people, that Durham has got one back. They have halved the deficit. So it is now 2-1. No shutout today for Nottingham Forest. And it was Ag with the goal. So Durham has half the deficit, but Forest still leading. But that's what's happening here in the Tyne-Wear Derby. Is still 1-0, capitalising on each of the errors from Sunderland by winning possession back. That's the thing here. So just to tell you, 69% of possession for Newcastle, 31% for Sunderland. It tells all you need to know. Newcastle's gone really, really well into the counter-attack. But got to be honest here, Pete. It got what it deserved. They rude chances. That's the thing. It's a huge thing. It is a huge thing. So, yeah, we'll be here for the final day of the season in both WSL2 and WSL, plus the playoff final as well. And from next season, from the first weekend of the season to the last, we'll be taking you to our brand new show called WSL, the WSL Extra Time Show, where we look back at the talking points from the WSL weekend, plus WSL2. Let's not forget about the league itself, and you can enjoy all of that with me, Ryan Tiller. And I can't wait to tell you who have I got on my GAN side. I bet you you won't forget who will be with us through the weekend. Trust me, it's gonna be good. So make sure you are there, people. Next season, it's a new era, a new chapter as we prepare our very first show. I know it may feel like, what? Why announcing this show? Months in advance, but I'm just telling you now, people. The WSL Extra Time show, it's just ultimately brand new. It's like the Prem version of Extra Time, but the WSL take. So, and it's 2 hours long, where we look at 1 hour, we look at the WSL, and then the other hour we look at WSL2, what the results mean from that weekend. That's basically is the format, and I'm not going to change it. It is a throw-in here to Sunderland. By the way, coming up at our time, everybody, we are going to take you to BBC Weather Live. We're taking you to the BBC Weather Live because obviously we need the forecast for the next few days. set up, ready to go. Be with us at our time, powered by BBC Weather, of course. Straight to your doors for the forecasts across the UK. Very near to Sunderland. And they really are piling the pressure on the defence now of Newcastle. The ball is swinged in and it's missed completely. And it's going to be a goal kick to Newcastle. Now Newcastle needs to go on the counter-attack, want to turn on the pile, turn it on, switch it on, take the attack to the full match for them to get an equaliser. And that could be a real big thing here. It's a lovely ball. But Newcastle defend well. They're on the counter-attack now here, the Magpies. It's deflected away, throw in to the Backhams. Newcastle will. Some of the players are going to go for a drinks break. If that majority, not all of them, are heading for a drinks break now. This is the perfect chance for Newcastle to try and find something on this counter here. Joe would like to get in touch with me, says Pappy. Here comes Joe Blackman, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Our graphic designer for Football Power Hour, the wonderful Joe Blackman. Let me get you locked in here. So let me go and get the link. Let me go and get the link for you guys. It's perfect time, really, because in the sense of realities, where does this go now? Where do they go on the counter attack? Maybe, but we do have a first goal in the South London Derby. Festrup has made it 1-0 to Charlton, and the leaders are leading again. Palace, I've got a whole lot of work to do, peeps. So this is one hell of a day to remember. So we are watching the Tyne-Wear Derby. Newcastle player has gone down on the floor. They get treated right now. The referee stopped play. But I wonder how Tanya Oxtoby is going to feel. The side are 1-0 down. Can they get back into this? That's the thing here. Joe Blackman, I am going to accept the request. The email address is in my bio. Plus, anybody who wants to contact the show, you can. Email address is in the bio. Why not go and click on there, and why not email in? Yes, I'll be more than happy, Joe, to come and join you lot later today. And of course, we'll be joining Football Power Hour. We're going to join a lot of fun with the WSL2 recap, and crazy game at Kings Meadow. It has finished 4-3 to Chelsea earlier on. What a crazy game of football it was at Kingsmeadow. It was the final Kingsmeadow game of the season, potentially ever. Yes, they're looking at the alternatives. Maybe they're moving to Stamford Bridge. They're moving to Stamford Bridge. They're potentially going to be moving all the games to Stamford Bridge next season. But that just turned one thing to too far for the Blues. The third behind is, well, they're 9 points behind in this title race. Manchester City go on and win their remaining games. The title race is going to be over in the WSL. But they also got European races to go. and the race for Europe between 2nd, 3rd and 4th and potentially 5th, the maths, are not over. In the WSL2, on the other hand, 2 teams are going to go up at the end of the season. 1 will be given to the playoffs, so everything rides on every single match day. It's all going to be there, thick and fast. Don't you even blink your eyes, people. We'll be with you lot when it comes next to the WSL2. Can't wait. Durham, Bristol City next week. It's going to be fabulous. It is going to be sublime. Next week, peeps, we'll be with you lot. Durham versus Bristol City, and then Charlton welcoming Liverpool to the Valley for the Women's FA Cup. It's a double header Sunday. We hope you're going to be there for us live. Don't think you can stream any of the watch-alongs you've missed so far this season on YouTube, and, ladies and gentlemen, officially on the website too. The website. Yes, that's right. The bio link, people, takes us to the website where you can stream any watch-along you have missed so far, plus live and pre-recorded videos. It is there, and it is free to anyone to use. That's the big thing. Throwing hails is a throwing here to Newcastle United. We head towards the end of this first half. Headed towards the end of this first 45, and keeper couldn't keep it in. It's going to be a corner kick here to Newcastle. They want to get that equaliser before the break. Oh, apparently I've been sent a request to join the WhatsApp group. I don't see Joe's email. Maybe it's on the other ones. I'll check. Corner kick here to Newcastle United. Oh, it's a save by Lambourne again. Lambourne once more. And don't forget, people, I am typing in the email address not to Joe Blackman, but to anyone who wants to contact the show. We are opening emails. We're not closing them. We're opening email addresses. Open the only main email address that you can get in contact with us. It is another corner kick here to Newcastle as we head towards the end of this first half. By the way, I don't have Joe on email. That's the problem here, people. Our graphic designer, Joe, invited me for the WhatsApp group. Also got a WhatsApp group of me own. Joe Blackman has subscribed, people. The wonderful graphic designer. The wonderful Joe Blackman, everybody. Subscribed to my channel. I feel like something's off accidentally. Hold on a minute. The only thing I subscribe is to Backhand Entertainment. I'll subscribe to that channel. There you go. Right, it's hard time, everybody. That was the final attack of this first half. A very, very good first half here. Newcastle, well, they really are still in this, but they've got to get on with this now. The hard-side title will be interesting for the Mackems. They lead by a goal to nil, and you have got to say it's been coming. It's hard time. What's the lead in the 17th minute means that it is 1-0 to the Mackems as they're looking for revenge. 1-0 at the break. We'll be back in 15 minutes, Fernando, for the first time today and ever. Sent across live to BBC Weather with webcams and live with reports. We'll be back with each lot again in around 15 minutes time. Make sure that you are there for that. We're back in 15 minutes. Hope you could come and join us then for that. See you in 15. And welcome back, everybody, to our live watch-along coverage as Sunderland lead by goal to nil. We're about to kick off the second half in just a few moments. But before that, though, if anybody knows about Back Entertainment and the graphic designer for Football Power Hour, Trev Blackman, he's inviting me onto the show tonight, on which I agreed. But you use the email address in the comments below. In fact, anybody can use the email address in the comments. Just please do email in your thoughts about the game so far. As we reach this stage of the second half is about to get underway. So why not like and subscribe there? It's the final few seconds before the kickoff in the second half. Second half is about to kick off. Newcastle 1-0 down. It's the first ever time that they're 1-0 down at the break against Sunderland. Maybe 1-0 down a few times this season already. But could this take things too far? Can Sunderland hold on to the win, or can they increase the lead? We're about to find out in just a few seconds. Looks like there's no changes to either side coming towards the start of the second half. And we're underway, peeps. Let's go. Second half is underway. Watson is the difference maker at this moment in time. Why not email in the show? You could do so on the email address, which is on either the bio or here in the comments, live comments too. Let me just turn them on accidentally. And boom, there they are. Could I do it in the second half, but there you go. There you go, peeps. We're set for the second half. Throw in here Hamilton to take. And it is away, cleared from danger. Now can Newcastle reply from going 1-0 down? Gregory is back up on her feet. It's going to be free kick here to the Magpies. Anybody can use the email address, but please do have your picture sent in. Do not use adult content. Do not do nudity or adult content. But I encourage you to use adult humour and strong language wherever possible. Because we want to make sure everybody gets involved in a comedic way. We love it when you use adult humour and strong language, of course. Subject WSL2 live. Make sure you do get in contact with me on there. And nothing yet from Joe Blackman, a wonderful graphic designer on Football Power. I've still not had the email from him, but hopefully we'll have it over the coming days and weeks. In fact, coming hours. Tonight, I'll be with them lot, looking back at the weekend's action in the WSL. And to that matter, WSL2, because this race for promotion is about to get even tighter than we first thought. I mean, look at the table yourselves, peeps. Where do you go from here? Joe Blackman. Joe Blackman has requested to join the WhatsApp group. Oh, he wants to join the WhatsApp group. Joe Blackman. And you know what, people? I'm about to press it. Oh, hold on a second. Right, there we go. Joe Blackman, peeps. I'm about to press the green tick. Oh no. I'm about to press the green tick, everybody. Here we go. There we go. Joe Blackman, people, has now been approved, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Blackman has now joined the WhatsApp group, the Women's Football Channel's WhatsApp group. It's been approved. It's in. Here comes Sunderland again. And it was easy said than done. Tommy's got the ball there. It's going to be free kick to the Magpies. So Joe Blackman is in, everybody. It's in. He is in there. But don't forget, if you are joining the group, please read the rules in the description. If you are joining the group, please don't forget to read the rules that is in the description for obvious reasons. And I really love it. Love it how we can build the community together through there. And you can join in the conversation at home as well on email. Don't forget to use subject WSL2 live. Where do I want to improve and all of that? Should I show more comedic side of action for WSL action? Should I get John Richardson involved? That's the thing. I want to see comedians join me for WSL action next season than ever before. That's the thing here. I want to see comedians who are football fans, who knows about football, based on the merit, to join our coverage next year. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Blackman is in the group, and you can too. If you're watching this on the Normality channel, you can join the group. Oh, here comes Newcastle. They've got the space in the box still. Not fully away. Offside flag goes up though, so breathing space there for the Sunderland's back line. So you could join in the conversation. Why not do so now? Press the link and obviously get to the WhatsApp group. I don't get use email address in the comments, believe it or not. You can get in contact with the show. Why not use email address? We'd love to have your company. Now, particularly if you're watching on a Sky device in the UK, some people have actually had the question on Disney Plus. The question was, do Sky users get the Disney Plus free, or do they still have to pay to access this? Well, I can confirm to you that you can still use Disney Plus free, but with ads on the Sky Ultimate package. Yes, peeps, it's here. The first weekend of HBO Max. I do believe it's included in the Sky Ultimate pack. So, which is good news. So, yep. I will also be posting the WhatsApp group onto Football Power Hour come tonight's show. So if you'd like to get involved, you can get over to Football Power Hour and join me a little later as we look back at the weekend. I'll be giving some WSL and WSL2 some extra time from all the games this weekend. It does include the latest on the situation with Chelsea at this current moment, because the situation has now got worse for the Blues. 4-3 win. But look, realistically, they're out of this title race. Arsenal have got to win their remaining games in the hopes Man City can drop their points. That's the thing. But in the Tyne-Wear Derby right now, though, well, it's a corner kick to Sunderland. Newcastle really wants to close the gap at the top three down. But at the moment, they're not doing well. Could they have another season in the WSL2? Could they not go up? This is what's exciting about this league. This is an unpredictable league. WSL's been predictable for years, really. Gotta be blatantly honest with you. The WSL2 can throw in a few surprises along the way. That's why this league is so unpredictable, and we love it. We love it that this league is very unpredictable. It can be at times daunting with some of these predictions right in terms of league position. But otherwise, well, peeps, you have not seen it coming yet. This is an unpredictable league, which one I love and, of course, adore, obviously. It's free kick here to Sunderland. So, like what's happening right now, Newcastle could lose promotion hopes at the moment, but there's been a surprise when it comes to goal difference. So the maths has to be in the direction there. It's a very good ball over the top. It defended away brilliantly by the defending. And now Magpies can go on the counter here. They need to get a leveler here if they want the maths to go in their favour, and the hopes of Charlton Athletic losing points. Well, not at this moment in time, sadly, because Charlton's winning by a 0-0 against Crystal Palace in the South London Derby. We've had derbies everywhere this weekend. We had three derbies yesterday in the WSL, and all of them resulted in wins in different shades area. In the Merseyside Derby, it was Liverpool red 3-2, despite going down to 10 from Fisk. It was Manchester City shade of blue with a comfortable 3-0 win over United. It really was not in the races here. And also 5-2 win against Tottenham Hotspur, North London's red. And right now, a very good chance for Sunderland. But just want to tell you, right before half-time, Healy Lads got Crystal Palace level right before half-time, 1-1. So now Bristol City v Birmingham City, we are still waiting on the first goal of the afternoon there. It's very good use of space here from the Magpies. Literally just minutes away from reaching last half an hour of Derby Day. And officially Women's Football Weekend 2026, which I know is really, really sad, but sometimes all good things must come to an end this year. So we are now underway in the final game of the WSL weekend. It's Leicester v Brighton right now as we currently speak. And we're going to be waiting on our first goal from the Kim Power. Throw in here to Sunderland. Oh, Torpe is on. I'm going to mention about the changes at halftime. It was Torpe who came on. Watchalong subbed off. I don't think Watchalong had a good first half, really. Maybe save her for the next week or maybe after internationals. Maybe, we don't know. But what's certain is that Sunderland did not keep the ball in, I'm afraid. Goal kick to the Magpies. Here comes Newcastle now on the counter attack. Finds a shot that goes well wide, and it is a goal kick. That was just not a good shot there from Pike. Pike tried from distance, but gone well wide. There have been some crackers at the weekend in the WSL. And if you'd like to relive all the best action, all the highlights from the weekend, you can do so. 9 o'clock tonight on iPlayer. The women's football show will be on the iPlayer tonight from 9 o'clock UK time. That's only for those in the UK. That's Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And don't forget, there'll be highlights of all the weekend games done from 12 tonight on BBC One, and you can catch up on the iPlayer, as I said, from 9 p.m. tonight. You can watch any time on the iPlayer or watch on BBC One tonight at midnight. Here comes the attack now from Newcastle. Sunderland appealing for a free kick, but they do not get it. Newcastle's back on the counter. Throw in here to the Geordie girls. Here comes the Geordie girls now. Newcastle, Sunderland defend well. The ball's out of danger, not fully yet. The ball is headed back into the box. And it gone headed over, and it's a goal kick. So, oh, Palace! Shit! They've just taken the lead. Charlton are behind for the first time this afternoon. Holy crap. You've got to be joking me. You know, they literally got to be kidding me. They're literally, it's 2-1. It's 2-1 to Crystal Palace. And it's Havertz with the goal. Shit. Now everything can change. If Charlton were to lose, everything can change within an instant like that. And that's what's great about the WSL2. We got to look at the table here. Holy shit. I need you lot to just quickly have a look at this table here. This is the state of play at the moment. Look at this. Tick at the top. Look at this, peeps. Now, that can change everything. That can change everything in the automatic promotion race and the race for the promotion playoff against a WSL side in the relegation playoff. That can change everything within an instant like that. Absolutely insane. Wonderfully fantastic drama in the WSL2. This is why I love the league so much. Big time. Sorry, WSL, but the WSL2 tops it. Big time. So Portsmouth were down to 10 yesterday. They lost away at Sheffield United 2-1. Ipswich Town 1, Southampton 2, a late hard break, and a controversial game yesterday. If you was there at Portman Road, what was controversial about the game yesterday? I think I've got an idea about it. We called a penalty and all of that. And things can look all of a sudden. Bristol City, let's take a look at the game between the Bristol City and all that. That everything can change within an instant. This is why I love the WSL. Bristol City, that are also amongst the playoffs. They are leading. They're in 4th place. They're 1 point behind. Actually, let's come to that one in just a moment. There's a double change coming up. They're 4 points behind Crystal Palace, right in the automatic, who are in the promotion playoff, and they're 5 points. The 4 points behind Crystal Palace, 5 points behind Birmingham City in the automatic promotion spot, which is quite significant. We have got a change to bring you. It's a double change. Perfield will be coming off. Severness is coming on. Lumsden's coming on for Hales. There is going to be a sub coming up shortly for Sunderland. Now this changes everything. Oh dear. Oh no! I think one of the bags flown onto the pitch, peeps. Oh my god! You can tell how windy. the bag, the bag has made it onto the pitch. Everyone, what the hell is going on with the weather today? Oh my goodness me! That is absolute. Look, I mean, if you are in the northeast right now, whether you're visiting or heading for the holiday, holy crap. What's the actual hell, dudes? You've got to be joking me. The bag is made onto the pitch, keeper got it away, boom. There you go. First stage this afternoon for Sunderland. Sky is going to come on, the kitchen's coming off. Oh, Joe's got the voicemail, peeps. Let's listen in. Right, come on. Joe Blackman, peeps. Let's listen to the voicemail. Here we go.
Yeah, right. To be honest, I was trying to get hold of you most anyway, not really join the group. I was just trying to see if you're able to join a show I'm doing today about John Terry and Reform Britain, or is it Reclaim Britain? Whichever one it's called, the one that you've joined, so we can talk about it.
Yeah, I'll be more than happy to come on today. We're going to talk about Restore Britain, John Terry's thoughts, what's going to happen now, where do we stand on this? It's all going to big problems today, but we're getting it done. I will come on today. I will come on today, peeps. Right now, though, the handball shouts from Newcastle United, but the referee has waved that one away. And as a true patriot myself, I'll come on today to talk about John Terry. Apparently, he's calling for a nationwide ban on the burqa, which is very important. It's fundamental to restore Britain back to where it belonged before all of this chaos started. But literally, my heart goes out to everyone actually who was affected yesterday with the events in Derby. And if you're watching in that area, I hope you're keeping safe, keeping well, and pressed everyone affected from last night. Of course, has to. We are still waiting on our first goal in the afternoon from Leicester City v Brighton. It is Brighton before the possession, really. Leicester City want to get back to winning ways sooner than later. Otherwise, they're going to be finding themselves in relegation form. Where does it go now for the Foxes? Both men's and women's teams are fighting against relegation. This is going to be quite sensational. They want to go again here at Newcastle. They're on the Sunderland loses possession again. So make sure you join me on Football Power or Backhand Entertainment today. We're going to talk about John Terry's calling for a nationwide ban on the Barack. Where do we stand on this policy? It's going to get political, of course, we all know. I am a Restore Britain member myself. But I'm also a football fan, of course. As you all know, I'm a Chelsea fan. Just about survived the chaos of that one. That was an absolute. That was something. What a game that was at Kingsmeadow this afternoon. But we just about held on to a win by 4-3. What a sensational afternoon we've had at Kingsmeadow. We're going to talk about John Terry, also talking about the latest in the WSL. Kat Macario has left the club, peeps. Yes, she has now left Chelsea to join, well, join NWSL side. An absolute incredible journey so far for Kat Macario. That has that finally turned the screws and has that finally ended Chelsea's hopes of a title. And where do we go from here? That's the thing. Where does Chelsea go with this? We're going to find out exactly what it is coming the end of the season. But the talks of WSL2 again, and my word, Crystal Palace leading by 2-1. It's the first time they took the lead all afternoon at the VPS Community Stadium. In fact, it's a derby day. Damn. I just knew this would be too good to be true. Restore Britain is coming home, peeps. We're going to make Britain great again. There you go again. The keeper of Lambourne was sorted. It's very into Newcastle anyways. Geordie's putting the pressure on. They want to get that equaliser now. They want to get equalised before it's too late. Here they go, and it's over the bar. That was not a very good attempt from Newcastle, particularly for Pike. She's playing very badly today. Let's just tell you the latest score at the moment. We have our first goal of the afternoon from Ashton Gate, and Birmingham City have got first blow. Lions Hammer with the goal. It is 1-0 to the Brummies at Ashton Gate. Bristol City a lot of work to do in the second half. So now we have goals flying in. And on last, slow at first, but you know, that happens. Big moment. I'll be on Football Power Hour later today. In fact, I'll make it so I'm on Backhand Entertainment today. We're going to be talking about what could be a decisive weekend as Restore Britain goes over 120,000 members. Literally the last hope in getting this country back up. But we'll tell you more a little later, all right? Because that's the big reality. We need to get this country back on the feet. But in terms of getting back on his feet, can Newcastle find the way get back onto their feet and get a leveler here? And we'll go through this defense here. Tapping chance in, but the flag has gone up. The flag has gone up.
Oh my God!
And it was offside there for Newcastle, particularly for. Oh, it looks like either Mannion or Murphy who was offside there. Either way, it is offside. It won't count. We are heading towards last 10 minutes before half time in Leicester Brighton, and it's still love. The reason why I say it is because it's the women's double final today and the tennis. We can't wait to watch that along. I cannot wait for this one. You can access our coverages you can count on our website. And if you are a Restore Britain member, why not become a volunteer for your local site? More information to come in our special program today. Yes, the photo of me on Ed Mays' photograph after the 2-0 win for the Gingerbreads is quite significant because it shows that we are still unbeaten at home. We've not lost at home this season with the local teams, so that explains it all now. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, offside. There's no doubt Murphy was offside, peeps. Oh, really somehow we need an equaliser back. Long ball in. It's a great stop. Lambourne again. Throw in to the Mackhams. Just 13 minutes left towards the end of the 90. So scorelines at the moment, it's still 1-0 here. 1-0 to Birmingham City away at Ashton Gate. Crystal Palace 2, Charlton Athletic 1, Nottingham Forest 2, Durham 1. And in the WSL, Leicester City and Brighton are still goalless. It's a lonely form at the moment for Bristol City, really. They've not won in ages. It's the first time. It's not the first time they've been behind, really. So it changes everything. Charlton losing. There's 3 points behind. There's 3 points behind. Just to remind you that Charlton, I think Birmingham, Palace, Newcastle, all of those, I think they've got a game in hand here. So could they use a game in hand recently? So red card for Terry Atom yesterday. Posted statements, and we're going to tell you what it is our full time after this one. Actually, you'll see it on the Gravity NFC's pages. Cheers. It was New Skin who won it. Benton is booked, people. Yellow card, his first yellow card, first slice of cheese of the day. Officially, it's Lambourne who was booked. Benton, second slice of cheese of the day. Here comes the free kick for Newcastle. They're still looking dangerous in the box, but it's going to be a free kick to the Mackhams. We have got quite a lot to talk about in today's special with Joe. We'll be live with you lot on Joe's time very, very soon. So keep an eye out on Backhands Entertainment's YouTube channel for that. I'll post a link in the live chat. Make sure you do watch out for that. Here comes the shot. It's in! 1-1! They needed a goal, and we have it! Yeah, there it is! 1-1! Severnus came on and scored. There'll be no shutout today for Sunderland. Newcastle have got one back. They have levelled the game. Severnus has scored. We finally have an equaliser, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. There we go. And you know the back line of the defending and the keeper? Well, guess what? They're 007 agent. They are criminals. They're double the 7 agents. That was not good defending. Newcastle, can they get to the lead here? Not quite yet. So throw into the Magpies. Just joining us, Newcastle have equalised late on. Gortrat is on for Kelly, by the way. Severness has scored. That's what's happened right now. And surely that's 3 points secured in the South London Derby. It's 3-1 to Crystal Palace at Selhurst. And it is Larkin with a goal. Could that be the one that seals the South London Derby win? There is that massive potential here. It's Restore Britain. We are with you, Patriots. We're coming home. In space here for Sunderland, but the Newcastle keeper got the ball away. Taminen's got the ball away. But now the Geordies are attacking here. It's going to be a free kick. And it's a yellow card. It's another yellow card here for Sunderland this time. And it's Sheva who has been booked. Today is something quite extraordinary. We've got quite a lot to talk about over the coming days. And of course, as Restore Britain reaches over 120,000 members, we're going to be on today to talk about what now? What is the best alternatives? So why not get involved now? Patriots, we're taking this country back. There's going to be a double change for Sunderland now, which we'll see. We could potentially see out the win. And it is going to be a change. It's a double whammy, beeps. So let's tell you about the changes going to come up now. McGuinness is going to be subbed on. Fenton's going to be subbed off. Katie Watson, she got the goal, but she is not going to do any more. She's going to be subbed off. Finn is going to come on for the final few minutes, plus what's ever added on towards the end of the game. Oh, Palace, holy shit. Charlton just scored the second, peeps. What the fucking hell? Wow. I told you the WSL could change, and guess what? There's a second. There is a second for Charlton. Maybe this derby day is not over yet. Holy crap. It's the second goal for Charlton Athletic. And it is Bissell from the penalty spot as well. It is a goal kick to Newcastle. Not a fun game. Do you know, when I do these live watch-alongs, I don't often get good luck on any of these. That's because of the fact that... I don't want to say it anymore. Big annoyance. It is what it is, peeps. it is what it is. Here we go. Newcastle defended well here. And Taminen, and it was a very good start here by Lambourne. That was Taminen, actually. It was Taminen. Sorry. Anyway, amongst all things, Pete, this is not the best thing to do. Oh, Sunderland on the counter now. Surely one last twist in this Derby day will come. They go for it. Descent in the box. It's caught. And it's away from danger. We've got the final few minutes now on our hands. Can Newcastle still? They're there in space now. The ball is in the box. Found space. Nowhere to go for the shots. They're going to go again. They want to try and use the space here, Newcastle. Newcastle flies one. No one was there. That was not good. And it's a goal kick to the Mackhams with literally virtually seconds left. Whatever's added on at the end is quite sensational. So, Patriots, I'm going to be on Backhand Entertainment tonight for our live coverage, and the special one too. They're going to be the latest on Reform Britain, and I'll be turning the corner on the Barack ban. It is a throw-in here to Sunderland. Right. This is it. We're going to go into stoppage time very shortly, so I need to just... Here we go. I have now synced in. There's a corner kick here. Yes, it is. Corner kick to Sunderland. They want to try... let's see. The ball is going places. It is so windy today at the Stadium of Light. We could have one final twist with the wind's help. One last twist, maybe. Okay, what the hell is going on with the weather? Weather's decided not to play ball here. The ball is going to be sent in anyway to the box. Tamian says it. Newcastle, they're going to be running for their lives now. But Sunderland steals the possession back. Went to the final seconds of the 90. That's whatever is added on here. Okay, Newcastle on the counter-attack. This is virtually the final few attacks we will have in this derby day. It's not been good. Every time we do these watch-alongs, peeps, they're not working. Need to change something, really. It's our time in the WSL. Leicester City 0, Brighton 0. Leicester really want to go back to win ways. They want to try and get that survival hopes back up. But at the moment, they're not doing so. We have a break in play because Sunderland player has gone down with injury. I think my player of the match today, my word, has to be Katie Watson. She's been subbed off, but come on. You got to look at this stats. 11 total passes here. But then you need to look at the goalkeepers. So look at Tamian, for example, at the moment. 79.3% pass accuracy with 29 total passes. As for Lambourne, well, 48%. My player of the match has to be the goalkeeper for Newcastle. Taminen has got to be player of the match. There's no question about that. We are headed into the final minutes, people, of this weekend, the WSL2. And it's not going to be a full list next weekend because of coverage of the Derby Women's FA Cup. So the league is going to take a partial break before all of them stop for the internationals. We are going to have a final substitution of the game. Jones is going to come on for Griffiths. I think Griffiths is going to be subbed off here. That's the person who went down with the injury here. Griffiths is going to be subbed off. We've not got long left. What's been quite not a good game. Another good game, which has not been fun. We're going into stoppage time. Bristol City versus Birmingham City. Our focus next is going to be Crystal Palace v Charlton once the final whistle goes. At the Stadium of Light. As a result of stoppages, we're going to have even just a little bit more added time to accommodate the 4 minutes. Ball in. It's a lovely ball. It's in the box here for Newcastle. Just going to find the right player. And now Sunderland on the counter-attack. This is legitimately the final proper attack of the game. And it's lovely work ball. Finding space really, really, really well. And then defended off Newcastle. It's going to be a throw into Sunderland. And is that going to be the final chance? We're going to be waiting for the final whistle to go in just a moment. So literally just mere minutes away. The ball is going to be sent in the box. Sunderland, oh, it's over the bar. And is that the final chance, maybe? Is that maybe the final chance gone? You could sense it is. You know, you could sense it is the final chance. Here comes the ball now, Newcastle. Lovely play. That's just too much. Goal kick, and I think that is the final chance. I think that is going to be the final proper chance. Unless more time is added on. There won't be any more, surely. Surely time's up. Surely that's it. The ball is going to be sent high up. Under the one last attack, maybe? No, they're going to close them down. And is that going to be a point back to St. James's Park here? Maybe. Playing a pinball ball at the moment, but they need one last counter attack here. Oh, Newcastle coming in again. Is that Abigail Byrne? We are still waiting on the ref's final whistle to go at the Stadium of Light. What's not been a great derby day, really. It's been brilliant. South London derby at Selhurst Park. Selhurst Park 3-2 at the moment to Crystal Palace. That could shake things up, really, when it comes to the proper table itself. When you look at the table come full time, it's going to be quite extraordinary. But actually, I think that is going to be game, set, and of course the match as well. It's going to be one last counter attack. It's going to be one last attack, everybody. Hold on to your nerves for the moment. Newcastle, Sunderland playing pinball ball. Is that going to be that? I don't think it is going to be that. The referee has blown the final whistle. And the referee has blown the final whistle, peeps. It's all over. And that's it, peeps. It's all over. We are out of here shortly. we're watching Crystal Palace v Charlton right now, accidentally, because final whistle is about to go there. Palace leading by 3-2 in the South London Derby. Could there be even more stoppages, you know? We've got about 2 minutes left, 2+ added on at the end of the game. We're watching that one because what a game it's been. A 5-goal thriller, but it is Palace who are edging Charlton at Selhurst Park at the moment. And that could make things very interesting when it comes to the table. But if you are just joining us, everybody, it has finished 1-1 between Sunderland and Newcastle. Very chances here today, I think, really. Newcastle should have done more. And, well, Sunderland really should have held on to lead. And that is another winless game against the locals here. Sunderland's going to feel hard done by with the results. Crystal Palace adding on to the pressure here, but Charlton, they don't want to end up losing 3 games now, can they? They don't want to end up doing that. They want to get that last-minute equaliser with just barely a minute to go. So it's quite sensational that we get to watch this final minutes of that game. And we're heading towards full time between Bristol City, Birmingham City, and Nottingham Forest versus Durham. We're literally just mere seconds away now. So just under a minute to go at Selhurst Park. They're pushing on now. They really are pushing on. Can there be one last assault on goal? Maybe one last assault on goal here for Charlton. So throw into Palace. They need to hold on to the lead for 3 precious points in the race for promotion. And as things stands in the WSL2, the table looks pretty close. It looks pretty close going into that. Going into a partial one. Take a look at this table here, folks. There it is, the table. As you can tell, it gets really, really close as well. Birmingham City have won a winning by goal to nil, and looks like that is going to be FT at Birmingham City strip to Bristol City. So hopes for Bristol City to reach the promotion relegation playoff has been snatched away. And that is it. It's all over. And it is a South London Derby victory for Crystal Palace. It's all over. Charlton Athletic got one back, but ultimately it was just too little too late. It has now finished. Crystal Palace 3, Charlton 2, and I think for Charlton, it's back to the drawing board ahead of the FA Cup trip home game versus Liverpool next Sunday. What a show it's been, everybody. I'm Ryan Taylor. Thank you so much for your company today. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to turn on those all important notifications. Don't forget, I'll be with Joe a little later to make sure you do join me for that show tonight. We look at John Terry's thoughts on the nationwide book ban and my thoughts on it. And I think it's a really good idea. Join me tonight for a Restore Britain takeover. We can't wait for that one. And you Patriots can come along as well. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Take care. See you soon. Bye for now.